Well, hello everyone. Hello Daniel. Hello Maxie. Maxie, what do you have there?
Let me help you with this. This is, got some light. These are some heavy lights, Maxie. Thank you for
They
bringing
are almost
these.
as big as you, I'd say.
That's right. And what season would these be? These are blue lights. What do you think they're going to be for?
Well, let's see. Blue Christmas, blue. I would say the season of Advent is upon us, just about anyway.
That's right. Advent is the season that's coming up, and we're going to do some special, different things for Advent. Do you like to do different things?
I love variety in life. You know that.
Yes, I know you do. Well, for Advent, we're going to have some Zoom meetings, and we'll talk about all that later. But now, we wanted to go see your friend. You know, Winston Walrus is going to have lunch over at...
Winston. He's impeccably good, always. And all the things he does, those direction and all.
He's good, that's right. He's a good friend, isn't he?
Yes, he is, very much.
And he's a friend of our friend Rhoda Toad. Did you know that?
Ha, Rhoda. She makes me laugh hard.
Yes.
Especially on weekends.
Really? Is that right?
Yes.
Do you ever go over there to her boarding house for lunch or anything?
I've been over there for an espresso or two. She makes a mean espresso.
She makes a good cup?
Yes, she does.
That's good. Well, Winston Walrus is over there having lunch today, and I'm sure they would like to have everyone out there join them. Want to go see them?
I'd love to. Let's go, everyone.
Let's go.
Rhoda, that was a truly delicious meal. I see why Barry Bluesnake and Leapin' Lizard are always bragging about your cooking. Thank you for inviting me to lunch today.
Oh, my pleasure, Winston.
How did you know seafood is my favorite?
Call me psychic.
I'm happy that you're showing such concern for me. Not everyone who owns a boarding house does that.
Glad to have a chance to say thanks for all you do for the nice folks around here.
Oh, you're a toad with a heart of gold. I hope I can pay you back sometime.
Ha! Gold? Who needs gold? I don't need anything personally. I've learned by now to be quite content with whatever I have. I'm just as happy with nothing as with something.
You're not just a good cook. That's a wise recipe for a good life.
Ha! That's a good play on words. A recipe. I never thought of it that way. A recipe for being happy, whatever life dishes out at ya.
Well, Barry and Leapin are fortunate to live here. Not only for the great food, but for the food for thought.
Ha! Barry and Leapin. They're good boys. But you know, that Barry. Sometimes he worries too much. I was having a chat with him about that at breakfast today.
Well, I can't imagine what Barry would worry about. He's young, and certainly well fed, and fast. Have you ever seen him move?
Yeah, Barry's a blue racer, all right. But he wasn't worrying about losing a race. He was worried about what to wear to a party.
What to wear? I'm not sure I know what kind of clothing snakes would wear.
I don't know. Maybe a long sock with a hole at each end. But that's not the point. I said to him, Barry, kid, don't worry so much about your life. What kind of stuff you're gonna eat or drink, and certainly about not what you're gonna wear. Isn't life more than food, and your long winding body more than clothing?
Good advice. I'm perfectly happy wearing walrus skin every day.
Yeah, that's the point. What's important is what's going on inside.
But I have to say, that's a lovely flowered frock you're wearing today.
Ah, you like it? I have 6 more just like it. That way, I don't have to worry too much about what I'm gonna wear every single day.
Huh. Did you tell Barry that?
No, I never used myself as an example. I told him about his friend, Daffy Dill.
Daffy Dill? Flowers? Dress up for parties?
Ha! You kill me, Winston. No. I used one of those Bible verses from Professor Oldman. I bet you know it. Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They neither work nor wear fancy duds, but I tell you, even Solomon in all his glory was not clothed like one of these.
Ah, that must have kept him from worrying.
I can only hope.
Barry's not just fast, he's a quick thinker too. He knows good advice when he hears it.
Yeah, he'll figure out soon enough that true friends remember the good you do, not what you're wearing when you do it.
Even more good advice.
Yeah, then let me advise you. There's another second helping of oysters waiting for you in the kitchen.
The best advice of the day. By the way, what did Barry finally decide to wear to the party?
Snakeskin. Very fashionable.
Well, Rhoda Toad always has some very good advice, doesn't she?
Oh, she does.
She
She does. She's a good
That's
talker.
right. Yeah, and she and Winston make a good team, I think.
Oh, I think so. I think that they do. A dynamic duo, both of them.
Yes, they are. And now we're going to go see our friend Will. Do you remember Will?
Ah, Will, the one with the bees. He's
That's
raising the
right.
bees up in Illinois.
Yes, the
Haven't been that
Beekeeper.
far north. Oh, he's very good.
And it's the season of Thanksgiving, you know. And
Oh,
Thanksgiving is the time when we think about what we're the most grateful for.
Well, I'm sure we should all be grateful for bees.
We
They're very
should be grateful.
integral to the biosystem.
That's right. They're very important to the environment. So Will is doing a good job taking care of those bees, and let's see what he has to say today.
Let's go.
I put their food in these jars, and there's little holes in the bottom, and it kind of just dribbles out the bottom, and the bees come and drink it up. Now, your dentist and parents, and in general, all of us probably are supposed to avoid sugar, but bees get a lot of sugar and water, and there's also a few vitamins and minerals that I add to their food. Now, the bees do collect nectar to make honey, but this helps them out. My bees are new. They have not been around for very long, and they are in the process of storing away a lot of food for winter. So I help them out by feeding them, which makes sure I also give them those vitamins and supplements, which helps the bees out so that they can be healthy and be strong and be good bees. And I put their food in these jars, and there's little holes in the bottom, and it kind of just dribbles out the bottom, and the bees come and drink it up. Now, your dentist and parents, and in general, all of us probably are supposed to avoid sugar, but bees get a lot of sugar and water, and there's also a few vitamins and minerals that I add to their food. Now, the bees do collect nectar to make honey, but this helps them out. My bees are new. They have not been around for very long, and they are in the process of storing away a lot of food for winter. So I help them out by feeding them, which makes sure I also give them those vitamins and supplements, which helps the bees out so that they can be healthy and be strong and be good bees. And you probably want to see some bees. I don't know if you can see these. There's one right up top there. There's two of them. And a couple of fun facts about bees. There are essentially 3 kinds of bees in the hive. Now, the most common bee are these ones I just showed you. They are worker bees. And they make up about 85 to 90, roughly, % of the hive. And all of the worker bees are girls. So if anybody makes fun of girls for anything, well, they do most of the work in a beehive. In a hive, there's also one queen, and the queen she lays eggs and helps the bees kind of manage things. The third kind of bee in the beehive is a drone. Now, they're not like the little remote control toys that you might play with. Drone bees are the only boys. Drone bees make up about 5 to 15% of the beehive, depending on the time of year. And the drone bees don't really do much. They're only there to help with genetic diversity in a beehive. They don't do a whole lot. but they are an important part of the hive.
That was fun visiting with Will today.
Ah, yes, he's a good boy.
That's right.
Raising
He
those
is.
bees.
He does a good job with those bees, and we learned about the 3 different kinds of bees today.
Oh, yes, to see the worker, the drone, and the queen.
That's right.
I think they're my favorite.
They are. Well, they're the only ones.
Oh.
That's right. And you know, it's time to talk about Advent because Maxie still has it's hard to lift, aren't they? The Advent bulbs here.
They don't get any lighter, do they, Maxie?
No, they don't, do they? And we're going to have a special Advent season this year because we're going to be doing Zoom meetings during Advent.
Ah, Zoom. We've gotten used to that one, haven't we?
That's right. A lot of Zooming these days, and we're going to be meeting with Reverend Erin. She's going to be part of it too.
Reverend
That's
Erin.
going to be a
I
lot
think
of
she's
fun.
one of my favorites up there.
She's a wonderful person, and we're going to all be getting together for Zoom and doing something quite different this time for the next few weeks of Advent. And a lot of us will be there too. Do you want to come?
I would love to be there. We're going to have all kinds of fun leading up to the holiday season, aren't we?
That's right. It will be fun. So why don't we tell everyone that it's time to go in peace? You want to?
Oh,
I'll say it.
here we go. All right,
All right.
everyone.
We had a good
1,
time today. And 1,
2, 3.
Go in peace.
Now, what were you saying? We can pick this up again after we're out. We know. I don't
You
know.
think that?